Time is money. And when you own a Rolex, that phrase is doubly true. Forbes placed Rolex as one of the top 100 most powerful and recognized brands in the world. And as one of the most popular watch brands in the world, it has become synonymous with luxury. But of course, with success comes copycats and plagiarists. Many fake Rolex watches in the market today are often so carefully done that they look, even to the trained eyes, almost the same as their genuine counterparts. Here are 5 of the most counterfeited Rolex watches in the world. Make sure to stick around as you don't want to miss this. Number 5. Rolex Datejust. The Datejust is the first self-winding chronometer watch that comes with a date complication in a window. It was the first Rolex model to include a Cyclops lens. As it comes with an unmistakable look and unparalleled craftsmanship, it stands to reason that there will be counterfeit versions of the Datejust. To separate the real from the fake, one of the first things to look out for is the dial. On an authentic Rolex, the dial should fit in flawlessly. There should be no gaps where the dial and the case meet. The printing on the dial should also be clear, sharp, and precise. Every printing on the watch, like the crown logo on the Rolex branding, should be well centered. The hour and minute markers should be evenly spaced and aligned. For most counterfeits, the markers are not precise. Sometimes they're too big, and other times they are too small. The writings on counterfeits will also come with wavy edges, but in the real deal, they should appear stamped with precision. The magnification size of the Cyclops lens is also difficult to replicate, and sometimes they've skipped this altogether. Number 4. Rolex Submariner. The quickest way to spot a fake Rolex Submariner watch is to check out the number that indicates the date. It is located on the front side of the Rolex watch, and is the most glaring element of a fake Rolex watch. Another way to spot the fake Rolex Submariner watch is to check out the interior side of the watch. Right within the mechanism, most fake Submariner watches miss the inscriptions on the interior side. The inscriptions and engravings are always present in genuine watches. Checking out this engraving might require a trip to a professional watchmaker for a thorough glance. Another reliable way to spot a fake from the original is by checking out the weight. A real Submariner watch will have its weight in gold, figuratively. Number 3. Rolex Daytona. Another commonly counterfeited Rolex watch is the Rolex Daytona. Rolex Daytona was first introduced in 1953, and it soon became one of the brand's most popular watches. It is a highly coveted watch that many watch enthusiasts will love to get their hands on. The high demand makes for a flourishing market for counterfeits. One of the best ways to distinguish a real Daytona watch from a fake is the lettering. Rolex would never release a product that is less than perfect. To that end, every detail of the watch, down to the lettering on the dial, is perfect, not bubbled or crooked. You need to also know that an original Rolex Daytona does not come with a date complication. There are engravings on the side of the case at the lugs of the Daytona. One indicates the model number and the other indicates the serial number. If those are absent, the watch is fake. The movement of an original Daytona watch should be a mechanical self-winding movement watch. If that's not the case, the chances that this watch is fake are high. Number 2. Rolex Yachtmaster. The Yachtmaster is a Rolex watch born out of professional need. The watch is designed for the captain of a sailing boat. First introduced in 2007, the watch soon climbed up to occupy the top spot among Rolex watches. As a true professional yacht watch, it is equipped with a flyback chronograph, programmable countdown timer. One of the best ways to distinguish the counterfeit from the original is the reference number. Rolex never make use of the same reference number for 2 Yachtmaster watches. Another thing to look out for is the movement. The Yachtmaster makes use of a complex movement, number 4161. Any other movement is not the real deal. You can also check out the dial to spot the difference between a real Yachtmaster and a fake. Number 1. Rolex Oyster Perpetual. This watch is well known among watch enthusiasts as the best, one and only watch. It is a watch that is perfect for just about any occasion. Although it might very well be the simplest Rolex watch and the most accessible, it is still filled with a lot of awesome features. That makes it a highly desirable watch among watch lovers. It also makes it a prime target for counterfeit watchmakers. A simple trick that can help you distinguish a real Oyster Perpetual from a fake one is the second-hand stutter. The second-hand movement can tip you off as to the authenticity of a Rolex watch. On an authentic Rolex, the second hand will move in tiny ticks that appear smooth at a glance. On a fake watch, however, the second hand tick stutters with every second. Another important distinguishing factor is weight. A real Rolex watch is made from high-quality materials that give it more weight than a fake that is made of cheaper materials. The crown tells the difference between the original and the fake. On a real Rolex, the craftsmanship spares no detail. Even the smallest piece of metal on the side of the watch will be made with precise designs. Anything other than perfection on the crown is a red flag that should make you wary. Of all the Rolex watches, these 5 watches have a huge market that many con artists are willing to exploit. This is one of the reasons why they are the most faked Rolex watches in the market. However good the counterfeits are made, they're not as good as the original with regards to the movement and parts used. This is why it's important to know how to spot a fake watch and make sure you don't spend thousands thinking you have a genuine Rolex. What are your thoughts on these fake Rolex watches? Have you come across any counterfeits that were nearly impossible to tell the difference? Let us know in the comments below. You might also want to check out our video about the 5 most wanted Rolex watches in the market today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Goodbye, Lux Cats. Until next time.